Hi guys, Coach Sabina here. I hope you are all doing well. So today I made a general post on Facebook that I have been dealing with some health issues recently, and I wanted to record this video and share it out to the universe and social media and the people and friends I know on Facebook. Anyway, so some of you who already know me and have been following me on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, you know that I have dealt with the digestive issues for the past 7 years, especially 7 years ago when I was having issues with the gallbladder, with the liver, and all sorts of different things. So that was actually 7 years ago, and I was able to fix that through holistic approach, which took me about 3 years, but it was fixed and I was healing and everything was fine. So the recent news that I had discovered, I started having a lot of these sudden attacks. And these type of attacks were more in the upper chest, and I felt like I was having a heart attack every time I had one. I actually had one after my car accident back in February, and I went to the ER and it felt like a heart attack. I had a chest pain, excruciating pain. I was like, getting cold sweats, hot sweats. My heart was palpitating. I was really, really uncomfortable, and my arm was going kind of numb and tingling, and I mean, all the symptoms were like a real heart attack in a sense. So I went to the ER. They did some testing and they ruled out the heart, and they said it's not the heart. What we could recommend, maybe following up with your doctor, maybe doing some other, research and trying to figure out what it is. So, and I thought maybe since that was the car accident, and maybe I had a little bit pumped up anxiety from the accident, because accidents are kind of scary. And it will do that to you. Your body will, get pumped and stressed in those moments. And then some of us, not everybody's the same. In my case, I process information afterwards, and then it hits me, and then I go through all these different phases. So one of the phases was feeling like I was having a heart attack and going to the ER, and they ruled out the heart attack. And then, so that was all happening back in March. And then as slowly the things were kind of, moving along, and I ended up having a couple more attacks after that. I, seeked chiropractic care and other help and physical therapy to help with the issues from the accident. But then in the last month or so, I have been experiencing similar, actually the same symptoms: chest pain, shortness of breath, heart palpitating like crazy, and just feeling really uncomfortable. And it's not panic attack. Trust me, I have gone through all the channels and testing and whatever. It's not panic attack. So I'm going to tell you here shortly what it is. Anyway, so after all of this struggle over the past few months, but the last 2 weeks have been really, really difficult. I have not been able to eat. I am down to liquids only, not able to eat solid foods at all. Whatever I eat, it just sits here in my chest, in my abdomen. It doesn't go anywhere. I always thought it was my stomach that was causing these issues, but in the end, it turns out it's my esophagus that is actually causing a lot of these painful episodes. So going to the doctor, I finally decided, okay, I'm gonna go and get the upper endoscopy and see what the hell is going on, and where is this headed. So they did it, and then they took the biopsy. During the upper GI endoscopy, doctor said everything looks normal. We took these biopsy samples, we're gonna send them out, and then you're gonna know the results in 2 days. So they called me Monday, I believe. And they said, you have a condition that it's rare. It's called oh my God, I'm drawing blank here how to pronounce it. It's very hard. It's really a mouthful. It's esophagitis, so it's esophagus involved, and it's eosinophilic, which is basically eosinophilic esophagitis is the disease, but eosinophilus is basically a white blood cells that are in your esophagus that are causing these layers, and then they're allowing for the esophagus to narrow down. So it becomes, instead of, like having a hole like that, it gets smaller and smaller in some spaces, which then impacts your food and your digestion and swallowing and all kinds of stuff associated with it. It's very scary. And then on top of that, as part of the assessment of the upper GI work that the Dr. Weinstock did, he told me that I have hiatal hernia, which is the other component of all of this mess that I have right now, and why I'm not able to eat. So basically what happened, I guess maybe when I had the baby, or maybe this car accident that I had, I don't know what caused it. The doctors really don't know what causes hernia. But my stomach somehow ended up in my chest cavity where the diaphragm is, and portion of the stomach, it kind of goes through a certain hole, and then it makes another part like bubble, hernia. It's like a bubble, basically. So anyway, so this hernia is causing all of these problems that I have related with the chest pain, with the heart palpitations and all that. Because what happens, the food gets stuck there, and it probably gets stuck because of this other disease that I have. The food gets stuck there and it doesn't go anywhere, and then the body feels all this pressure. All this pressure builds up here, and then all sorts of symptoms start coming my way. So anyway, so those are the two different things that I'm battling with right now, and I know that the dear universe works in a magical way, and I know I'm going to find ways how to heal this and improve this. I am very sad that I'm going through it again because of one reason. When I start having digestive pain, what it does for me on an emotional basis, it takes me back to 2012 and 13 when I was battling it really, really bad, and it just brings up all of these emotions back, and it just makes me really, really sad and frustrated for one, that everything else in my body is functioning perfectly well, but for whatever reason this digestive stuff is just I'm not cut out for it. I really don't have good genes there. So anyway, I am struggling. I am having a difficult time. Some of my colleagues who have been listening to me for the entire week, they probably know all of this, but it really is hard not to be able to eat. And I've done it last time. I was starving for 8 months, and I ate rice puff and rice milk for 8 months, lost 30 pounds. So here I am back again in 2019, and I'm struggling with different digestive issues associated to the esophagus and my stomach and hernia. And I'm not able to eat. I'm starving. I'm hungry. I see my family eat, and I get sad and I get lonely. The other thing is, it's really, really hard. So that's the hardest part because of all these emotions from before. And I'm working on that. I may have to go to a therapist to work through all of those issues. But right now, I'm hoping that I will be able to find some kind of holistic approach to take care of my hernia and improve that condition first, because that would be the first thing that I can tackle and that I can work on while I'm researching this condition, EOE, esophagitis disease that I have. That disease is actually very scary. It sounds scary when you listen to all the stuff on YouTube, and when I read the articles about it. It can lead to this choking thing. You're able to breathe, but you're kind of choking. But it can also lead to a cancer, esophagus cancer. And I certainly don't want to go there. And I certainly don't want to be in that position. So I am going to be doing everything possible I can based on the information and knowledge I have at the time to improve that condition. But the first and foremost at the moment is for me to try to improve and heal this hernia that I have, so I can at least eat some of the food. Because my EOE disease is not advanced yet. There's still hope, and there's still a chance that all of this can be reversed and improved through, dietary changes, going to an allergist and developing, doing the blood work to figure out which of those allergens are actually causing. It could be a food that I eat every day, but it's not bothering me, but it's causing the body to create these white blood cells, then in turn causes this protein buildup in my esophagus. anyway, I know this is a lot of information to process. Trust me, I've been researching day and night. I've been doing a lot of stuff trying to figure out how to do all of this. And of course, a lot of it on my part doesn't include conventional medicine, because what the doctor prescribed was the corticosteroids to take, like through inhaler or liquid, to reduce that inflammation. But I don't really trust the steroids, and I don't trust that approach. So I'm willing to try the holistic approach first before I go down that rabbit hole with the all conventional medicine. The hiatal hernia, I did research. There's a lot of choices I have there. I will be able to improve that fairly quickly, maybe in the next 4 to 5, 6 months. But the other condition, I'm kind of thinking that it might take a while, because I don't think that condition was developed overnight. It probably took so many years to get to the point where I am. So anyway, I know it's a lot information to process. It's a lot for me too. I do have to admit, it's scary. It's scary not to be able to eat, even though I eat healthy food. Even healthy food is hurting me right now. Eating a piece of salmon, I feel like I'm choking. So I'm really hopeful here, and I'm asking universe to actually grant me this second chance again, to help me find ways how to heal and how to improve this condition that I have right now. So I really would appreciate if some of you out there would pray that I find the solutions, and quickly, because I want to be around. I want to be there for my family. I just don't want this pain. Sorry. It's hard. It really is. Anyway, I'll be posting additional information. The more I find, the more I do, the more I research. I'll be sharing all of this along the way, especially the healing process that it's going to take. So, have a great day, and we'll chat soon. Bye.